A little bit.
Okay, so I'm trying to. I can't clap loud. That sucked. Wow, that was so sad. How you did that?
I don't know.
Is the clap in the palms? Is that what it is?
I guess, yeah. You gotta give that a little gap.
How much force are you using?
Not much.
Like, are you putting a lot into it?
How you clap? You clap like this?
I think, yeah.
No, there's nothing there. It's like a duck.
I think.
It's like.
I think so.
No.
I think that's how I clap.
Cup it. You're
Yeah.
supposed to cup it.
Interesting.
Welcome everyone to High
That's.
Alright, we took
So
about
it's
what?
better at an angle. We're talking about
We
my
took about
original.
2 weeks off.
Oh, we did.
Yes, right.
I was
So
gonna go straight.
a lot has happened.
Stuff.
Well, wait, all right. So let the people know what you was just talking about your nose.
Well, it was not about that.
It was about your nose.
It was about my eyes. It was
Originally
about
it was
my
about
eyes.
the eyes.
And earlier in a previous conversation from this morning, we were talking about Puerto Rico and how we never truly embraced being Puerto Rican because we're American. So we were always more American than Puerto Rican. But then we went a few times and then we ended up living there for a bit. And I want to get in touch with that side. But today, I threw some mascara on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I have to have like a direct bloodline to one of the specific Indian families.
The Tainos?
Yes, like specific. I gotta do an ancestry now because I gotta be one of the originals. Oh my God, if I am, I'm changing my name. You can call me Klaus. And I'm gonna like.
So you think you're heavy Taino?
I do.
Well, both of your parents come from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, and share the same last name.
They share the same last name. Facts.
My name is my first name and then my last name and my last name.
But yes, you probably are very heavy Taino.
Look at my eyes. You cannot. Well, I also got a lazy eye, so I might be cheating a little bit, but they're chinked, right?
They chinked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to think of what other Puerto Ricans look like.
Well,
I don't know.
because of COVID, you have to wear your mask.
Mhm.
So people are noticing your eyes more than your nose.
Oh, they also noticed something else.
What?
This is gonna be funny. So I was told first. My chain is always like tucked in when I'm at work because of where I work.
Mm-hmm.
And all you can really see is like all the way back here. But I mean, that's if you're really looking.
Yeah, facts.
So there was this old dude. He was about like 6 feet, and he was really looking. And he goes, "That's a nice chain." And I was like, "My chain is out?" And he was like, "That's a New York chain." And I was like, "Huh?" And he goes, "That's New York gold." And I'm like,
who is this guy?
I'm like, is it now? I was like, it is from New York. I'm kind of like, stunned. How do you know? What gave it away?
Facts.
And he goes, because New York gold is the only gold that looks like that. It's real gold. It's like, he just kept like saying, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was.
I thought you were gonna say he messed with a few Puerto Rican from the hood.
No, he just apparently.
And they got that necklace all the time.
Is very well informed on the difference between like. He goes, if you go to a jewelry store here in PA, go ahead, go buy a gold chain, and then go buy that same gold chain in New York, and you're gonna be able to tell the difference because the New York one is just better. And I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he was telling his girlfriend, he was like, you see how the hearts is like the X's and the O's? That's a love chain. That means she's in love with somebody. I'm like, you are right. It was a gift from my husband. I would, I want to say love had everything to do with it. And he just was so fixated on it. And it was so funny because I've New York gold. Never heard of it.
That's funny.
He knew. He saw it and he knew. Granted, if I saw it, if I saw this exact chain, I probably would have said the same thing. Like, oh, so you from New York? Because I ain't never seen this outside of New York. I know this is a very New York thing. I can tell you like 10 different girls that got this exact same necklace.
Yeah.
You know, but we all from New York, and that's the point.
Some people actually have that necklace.
The bracelet.
Some people have that necklace with the nameplate attached to it.
Yes, and it comes with a set with the bracelet as well.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Yeah.
So thank you for my New York gold.
I'm glad you liked it. That shit was.
That's why he stays tucked in.
That shit was almost a paycheck when I was in FedEx. The whole paycheck. Not even.
And it's so crazy because do you see like
Not
how do you hear like how it sounds? It sounds like a little bit like toyish kind of. You know.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
Light, but it's so legit.
When I went to the jewelry store by myself, I went by myself and I'm looking around. I'm like, that's what I'm looking for right there, right?
But what is that?
So I'm like, can I see that? And she takes it out, and I heard it. As soon as she took it out, I heard it through the plexiglass. I'm like, nah, this shit sounds like plastic. So then she gives it to me. I'm looking at it. She locks the door. You can hear it. I
miss those places, man.
So I'm messing with it, and I'm like, this is how much? She goes, yes. I'm like, God. And this is just the necklace, not that? She goes, no, not the bracelet. I'm like, God. So then she was like, I'm like, this is like real gold? She goes, yeah, it's real gold. I'm like, damn, I wish I had somebody with me. Because at least a female like my cousin, because she had one growing up.
Yeah.
So I could have been like, yo, is this not plastic, right? It's real shit.
Legit, this is how it's supposed to be?
So I bought it on the spot, but I'm like, I felt played. I didn't know if it was real or not until I saw your reaction. I'm like, oh, okay.
I felt that way about your earrings.
Which ones?
Because it was a lot of money.
Which ones?
The Canary diamonds. Because I was like, do they really sell that here though? That was my main thing.
Canaries?
That was my main thing. Like, I'm on Knickerbocker. They really got Canary diamonds on Knickerbocker, like real ones. Like this is legit.
Knickerbocker was fake.
I thought yeah. Well, not fake, but not like I guess so.
Oh, overpriced. Fake or overpriced? What you thought? What was your fear?
Fake. Oh, totally fake. That yellow canary don't even exist.
That what you're paying for is just the white diamond in the middle? Because it was canary, blue, and white, right?
Yes.
That was expensive.
It was.
Yeah, that was expensive.
It was. It was.
And it was a screw on.
It was on layaway for a bit.
It was a screw on.
It was.
I remember because I was only using these skinny sticks, and that screw on.
Hurt.
I had to push it through the hole because it was too small, the hole. But then I had to spin it every once in a while to make sure the hole grows. I'm like, fuck, bro, this shit. But I liked it though. But I would never tighten it because it hurt. So I would leave it loose a little bit. It felt heavy because of that. Funny. But then I started tightening when I was able to.
I think it was because of that purchase that the jeweler became my friend. That was my
because you started going back.
All the time for everything. I got Julian's bracelet from there. I got, I believe, was it my niece a bracelet? Right. I got a whole bunch. I spent a lot of money in there. You know, where did I get all this money from, man? I'm trying to think of the kind of jobs I had back then. Those were expensive.
Was it the Little Caesar days?
Was it that far back?
Little Caesar days. You was dropping money for earrings for me, and you was still freshly out of high school.
Ooh, I've been working forever.
That's what I'm saying. Wasn't you working after school in Little Caesars?
I was 17 when I got the job, and minimum wage at the time was still $7.25. Yeah, I remember that because then I remember the job I left it for was because it was paying $7.75. Check out my 50-cent raise.
Fuck it, you deserve it.
But you know what? I think it had to be around that time that I was in Zaytuna because not for nothing, that $7.75, I was working 60, 70 hours a week. So my paycheck was $300 and $400 in a time where $300 and $400 went a long fucking way because I would go meet my brother on Tuesdays and I would get paid. I would make sure he was good. If he needed anything, I bought that nigga sneakers. I bought you 1,000 pair of sneakers. I bought you a lot of stuff all the time. All the time. I don't know. But I always left the job for a job that paid more.
Yeah, right.
You know? I've had my actual resume is long as shit. I just can't put all of it down because it's too long.
Because when I met you, you already did fucking Comic Cons before, and before I even did Comic Con.
I did that. You know why? Because that 2007 Comic Con was the very first Comic Con ever, and I got to be an ambassador there, and it was the greatest fucking thing. And I have pictures from that day, and I was in a fucking suit. I was killing it.
That's cool.
And it was great. And I didn't know that it's something you can do every year. I thought it was just because, like it was a whole first time thing, so they needed like an all hands on deck kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, you can. You can apply early in the year, like in January, for the opportunity to do it in October, and it's free admission for those days. You can't stand on the lines while people are shopping around,
Mm-hmm.
but you do get to escort people and kind of like show them where stuff is and, things like that. And then at the very end, when it's all said and done and everybody leaves and you guys are there to clean up,
Mm-hmm.
what's left on the floors and scattered and shit is all yours, man. You just pick it up and take it. You get to keep it all. You get to keep all the scraps. Scraps are gems.
And you was there for all those days?
Yeah. I think it was 3 days.
Yeah, probably 3.
Yeah, I believe it was 3 days.
That's
I got a
cool.
picture with this like 10-foot Superman, and it's so big, and at the time I was like 4'11",
Mhm.
so I took a picture with him and it looks like I'm holding his cock. Great. He's so massive, and my hand is on him like this, and this is where his underwear is, because I'm so small and it's so huge that's what it looks like. I was filling up on super cock. Yep. That's what I wanted.
Yo, that's funny.
I have a really cool picture with the jester version of Harley Quinn. She had the clown suit and the ears and shit.
Mhm.
I think it was a DC lineup. Damn, I wish I knew where these pictures were, because I have a vivid memory of all of them, of the stuff that happened that day. That was the first time I ever saw, what is that, Rabbids Kingdoms? The rabbit that's like crazy eyed, got a plunger gun.
Nintendo,
That shit,
Nintendo
yeah, I got a
character?
picture with that thing too, before I even knew what it was.
That was pretty cool, yeah. That would have been pretty cool at the time.
It was a lot of cool stuff.
Nah, Comic Cons is pretty dope for anyone who hasn't gone.
No, yeah, that place was massive too. And imagine now that it got so big that they had to use 2 convention centers. Like, it's grown tremendously, because it was just at the Javits Center.
Mhm.
Now it's the Javits Center and the spot across the street. What is it?
It's across the street, I don't know.
Fuck, what is it?
I just know it's Javits Center.
Is it across the street? I know it's not far, because the convention was so big. I think it was last year or the year before that they had to have it in 2 separate locations.
Cool.
Is that
Nah,
not
it's
when you
cool.
went? That
I went
for the
twice.
Thursday one? Is that not when you went that they had it in 2 areas already, or no, not yet?
Man, I can't remember, honestly. No.
Can't remember
Because I just know the
years you
Javits
went.
Center is so big. The Javits Center is so big that I know for both times that I just wanted to leave at some point. Like, it was so big. I'm tired.
Like, I want.
Like, yo, I'm done, bro.
That's
like,
when age started to kick in.
And then, nah, it was just my feet. And
yeah.
And then, they was going towards like when you meet the illustrators and I'm not into comics. I'm into the other stuff. So I was just bored here by the comic side. Like, I really care.
And then we did a spree of comics after, while we was waiting for the signatures in Midtown Comics.
Mm. Yeah, the Midtown
We did a
comic
spree
stuff.
of those. We had a
I didn't-
couple of. Yeah, we did. It would be me, you, and your buddies. I don't know if your name dropped.
Did I go
anybody.
once?
You did. You won a few times.
I know you went a few times.
You went a few times too.
Mm.
You came every time I went. There
I
was
don't
only like
remember that.
once or twice
Yo,
that
my
I
brain-
went when you wasn't around, and that's because I was.
I could
already in the
legitimately, I could pass a fucking lie detector test because my brain, it just deletes those
But
images
is that
in my
how lie
mind.
detectors work though? Like, you don't think the lie detector knows that you at one point knew?
No.
You
I
forgot,
think it's going off of your
but it
impulse.
doesn't mean that.
The impulse, it's going off of your heart rate and everything. And I instantly don't remember that. I would have said, no, I don't remember that. Until if you start doing details and shit, then I'll be
Like
like, it starts to
examples.
come back. Like, oh, okay, I remember that.
But I wonder if
I honestly
lie
don't
detector
remember.
would, like.
That's crazy. I remember
See, now I want to know
being
if
in
lie detector would do it or not.
No, I remember that the Midtown Comics signing, one of them was, they had us lined up in the alleyway. It felt mad sketchy.
Yeah,
I was like,
right?
why the fuck are we lined up in this Batman
'Cause it's right
alleyway and
there.
somebody's about to get murdered here?
Yeah, we did do it there.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
it's
wrapped
right
around.
there, yeah.
I'm like, this is so stupid.
I love
it
that
felt
place,
so
though.
funny.
That
It was
Midtown
by the
Comics
garbage.
was great.
Huh?
That Midtown Comics was great.
No, I like
that
I like
place.
going to that. But I like going for the figuras and the
Yeah.
and the toys and the shit. I like to look around for
I
shit
told
like
you it
that.
was gonna be more Puerto Rican que figuras.
The figura, yeah, the statue.
You didn't say the English version.
yeah. That's what I liked about it.
That's. See how you go in and you see all the stuff you like and you like being there and you could just go and casually look and
Just browse and
slow
look.
pace. That's why I love Barnes and Noble so much, because I could spend the whole day there. I can. I could also never leave, but I have no choice because they close.
I'll get lost in the toy section too in Barnes and Noble. I'll just start looking around.
It's so underestimated. Everyone sees it as just like a bookstore, and it's so much more.
Yeah, I think it's more than that.
Like
it feels
so
more than
much
that.
more than that. And I love everything.
They have a lot of cool things for collectors that nobody knows about.
They do.
So
that
like,
not enough people know about.
Yeah, they have like little things of Harry Potter, little things.
They have a whole Harry Potter section.
Yeah, they cater to Harry.
Yes, they do, because it was a book.
Who created Barnes and Noble like that Empire?
Know. I have no idea. I wish I knew, because I would love to buy one, or I would love to be allowed to open up one, to own one.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
Like these fast food spots.
I would love to. They have exactly. They create. They
I
are
get better
exactly
vibes
what
from
I
Barnes and
wanted
Noble
to
than I do
create.
Starbucks. I
Like,
hate going into Starbucks. I could
Nobody
deal with
Starbucks.
What? People love going in there. Them niggas sit there hours with one coffee, just loving the atmosphere. I don't.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah, I don't like Starbucks.
For those that have
the smell of
those
it,
big
everything.
the one in your mom's neighborhood has a massive seating area.
Yeah, sofas and multiple. Hell yeah.
That's meant for people who work from home.
You can't see in.
That's
you can
for
see
people
out
who
clear
work
with the
from
window. I'm like,
home,
let me not stand in front of this fucking window.
But don't want to be home. Those people work from home. Their stuff they do all on their computers, and they just don't want to work the day out of, the living room today. Maybe it's a little too depressing now because it's all I do. So I want to take it outside, go to like an area where it feels like you're in an office.
Yeah.
Give you that,
I just don't want to be around other people.
It gives you the traffic,
especially that close. Not even COVID, just that close.
No,
like Starbucks and somebody's there doing the
they
same
all
thing,
group up and they can all sit at the same table and not know each other.
It's like being at the lunchroom at work. It's like, I don't want to fucking sit in the cafeteria.
It's like being in the lunchroom at school.
Yeah, I don't want to sit there. I'd rather go in the locker room by myself and work or do what I gotta do. Then I go outside for my.
I used to cut lunch.
Huh?
I used to cut lunch. I didn't like lunch. I wouldn't even go.
I wouldn't cut it.
Going to lunch meant it was time to leave.
It depends. Wait, in high school?
Yeah.
In legal studies?
Yeah.
I would go.
That school's too easy to leave from. Oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I just left.
I was gone.
It's just so easy.
I would go, but I would either sleep on the table because I wouldn't socialize, or I would just talk to the little group that I knew. Well, the one kid that I knew from the hood, that I would just talk to him and his little friends and all. I'd be antisocial. Even with them, I was antisocial a little bit. I was different. Like they didn't even.
What was I like in high school?
I was different.
I don't know. I was quiet, but I was cool.
And I was dolo. Like all my friends was in progress. All my friends went to progress.
My whole family was.
So I was in legal studies by myself. So
was I.
The little friends that was like trying to like get to know me because of him. I was kind of like them. Yeah, I was kind of like.
Don't push your friends on me, bro. It's okay.
Yeah.
Those are your friends. You can keep them.
Yeah.
Mine are downstairs. I'll see them in passing.
So. I can't.
When the bell rings, I'll go to progress and come up to go to the other side.
I remember going into progress, and then it was right away. Was like, "Hey, you don't go to the school." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Isn't there like a library here? He goes, "That's what you was going to do for real?"
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, "Nah."
He used to catch everybody. He used to catch everybody.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I don't know why he was so good at catching kids and knowing what school they belong to, because I mean there's 3 schools in one building. How do you even keep track of that shit? Well, the 3rd floor, they gained uniform at one point, and they had to wear a uniform.
In legal studies?
No, the 3rd floor. EBT or EBC?
Man, it wasn't EBT. It wasn't.
What was it?
It was a technology thing. Enterprise, right?
EBT. It's.
I forgot what it was. Progress, legal studies, and we barely ever said that.
What the hell was that 3rd school in there?
Could be. You could go with EBT. Well, I don't know.
I think it is EBT. Is it? I feel so wrong now.
Enterprise technology.
No, I'm sorry. I gotta put my mind at ease.
I have no idea what it is, but one of my friends.
But they did get uniform because I remember their uniform was burgundy colored shirt.
You know what's funny about that? That school had the entrance further down.
Yeah.
No, they had a second entrance.
I never knew when I was leaving the building. I never knew which side of the building I was gonna come out on. I would be surprised every time. I didn't know which door was leading to what block. I was just taking a fucking chance.
You know which one I would ended up out of? The one that if you pop out, the motel's right there.
Right.
That's the one I always popped out of.
I always tried to catch that one, and I never could. I would
that
come
was
out
on the lab.
I caught one. I got out once from. Wow, like you know how the legal studies entrance was like that middle door on the side, like on the Ave.
The middle one.
The middle door.
So that means the other one was
the one further down.
Was the other school, the last one, right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the main entrance, right?
Mm-hmm. Never went.
And then this was Progress's entrance, and then our entrance was on that side. And I would always try to come out from this side, and I never could.
Street, my fault.
I never could. I could never come out from that
Grand
side.
Street?
No. A lot of the times, to be quite honest, I would come out the front.
Oh, as a matter of fact,
I would go right out the front.
No, I wouldn't go out the front because of guards.
No, but you know, I had a class.
Them niggas would be like, "Where you going, sir?"
I had a music class on that floor, and it's the first when you walk into the school. The class is on your right where the stairs are. It's next to the stairs. So I would never go in the classroom. I would sit outside the classroom, and I would just constantly peek my head. And when the security guard want to go chat it up with the security guard from the other side, I'm out.
Oh shit. Nah, what I would do was, I would take the staircase by the lab, because when you're in the lab looking out the window, you see.
I was right. It is EBT, High School for Enterprise Business and Technology.
Okay, so I had technology first. I was fucking myself.
Yeah, I was like, I know, because EBC is a school in Bushwick.
No, it wasn't EBC. I knew that.
But I knew EBT was in my head for a reason. It is.
I guess we used that joke, but I don't remember us using a joke on him like that. But that's an easy joke.
What?
Because more of my friends went to EBT. Everybody went to Progress. I went to Legal Studies. That's an easy joke. You went to that fucking school?
Yeah.
EBT.
But you know what? That was the smartest school out of all three of us. Out of the three schools, that school had.
I think so. Yeah.
That school was
Progress was
better.
A mess.
It was organized. It had the higher graduation rate, and they were the smarter and superior school.
They were.
Our school, Legal Studies, was at. I don't know which one was worse. I think Progress had a D on their overall school report card, and I think Legal Studies was so bad it went ungraded, and the school was the whole campus was nearly going to get shut down because of how terrible it was.
They even had a predator. He was he the dean?
Progress, yeah.
For Progress, yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Who? Abru.
I always heard his name, but Abru.
6 feet, 7 feet, big husky dude. He's
I remember the photo.
Jackass and a rapist.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Fucking terrible.
And that was what.
And he would go through all three schools. He'd be the only one walking the stairs, going all the way up to the EBT, telling them little kids, you know, like, oh, don't be in these fucking hallways, and doing it. And he'd work his way down. He did like a stroll every fucking day. Because my brother would always get caught on my floor, or I would always get caught in Progress. And be like, you gotta go upstairs, this ain't your floor. Like, get out my face, man. You know what I mean?
Tell the people what he. If you know the story.
I do.
In detail. All I know is that he was a predator.
So he was responsible for hiring the youth program workers.
Summer school?
The summer program workers, yeah. So there, of course, at that age, you're like 14, 15 years old. That's when you got your little blue card to work and shit, so you could work summer youth and get like a stipend or something.
Yeah.
And he would make them come into his office to try to get the job, and he would have different outfits lined up and shit, and they would have to put the outfits on and do whatever he said if they wanted to work. And then a shit ton of girls came forward. He got arrested. It was crazy.
That's. I wonder for how long he did that shit. Cause how long he was in. He was there for all 4 years.
Yeah, he was there the whole time I was there. He was there from when my oldest sister was there, cause my older sister went there, and you know she left before we went in.
So she knew him too, right?
But yeah, he used to pick on her a lot. He used to pick on her all the time. He would take her phone away from her, and he would like stash it in his office, and then she would call my mom, and then my mom would come, and she'd be like, "Yo, who the fuck are you to be taking my daughter's phone? Like that's not yours.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if you're fucking security or not. Like that's her phone for protection. Give her fucking phone back." And you know, like he would pick on girls. He would.
Fucking bully. Then he was literally he ended up being a fucking.
No punk. I hope that nigga get picked on in prison.
Word. Yeah, shit pushed.
Somebody take your phone. See what you gonna do. He built big too, so that's a challenge.
For who?
for the
Somebody gonna take that challenge.
For the bigger dudes in prison.
Facts, yo.
We got Big Dick Bubba coming for you. But I play no games.
Yo.
No, yeah, he was. No, man, screw that guy. Like, I think you and I had already started dating when it came out in the news about what he did. So I think it was probably like, what, 2014 maybe?
Probably.
Which was, whew, wow, we are old. I was already out of school for like 3-4 years.
Yeah, who you?
Oh my God, when I think about how long ago it's been since I've been in high school, it's been a long time, it's ridiculous.
I had no memories.
I thought I was closer to the still fresh out of high. No, bitch, you're not fresh out of nothing. No. It's been like 2 years already since I've been to college, and I did 2 years in college, and it's been 2 years past that now. Like, where is time going?
Fuck, right?
It's just like fucking fast.
Gotta ask the Simpsons creators what's next.
Yes. Oh my God. How did they not tell us about this whole Capitol Hill thing? You know, like, how did the Simpsons not give us
funny?
some kind of fair warning?
I just saw, because it was in my mind, I just saw a photo of that dude who stormed Capitol Hill with the outfit.
With the horns.
Yeah, and everything. The Simpsons had him in an episode.
Of course.
Tatted up and everything the same.
Of course they did.
But it's like, I don't know what episode was that, or if that's even real, because social media.
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's real, I want to know what episode, because
let me tell you something about
social media. We gotta talk to this guy.
Social media is quite talented in their bullshit. Let me tell you, you guys are very, very talented at bullshit.
You gotta be careful, what you read and shit.
Oh yeah, it's so easy for you guys to fake shit.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's crazy.
As a matter of fact, speaking about faking shit, I just saw something where
a whole burp.
Who, you?
Nope, the mic.
I just saw a video of Kylie driving and them using a green screen.
Better than that.
Them using a green screen on the windows, so they could put whatever they want in the background in terms of traffic. But then a car actually almost hits them, so she gets scared.
Oh.
It's like, not even the driving's like 100% legit. Like the background, why even edit the background so much? Like, why you need green screens for those stuff, for that type of shit?
Hey.
So when you talking about when she's driving, like when she's driving and she's talking with no hands, like she's actually at a stop sign talking with no hands
what is she
at a red light, and you're just putting her driving for some reason. Like, why? It's crazy. But
was it for like a commercial or?
No, it was an episode where she was talking shit to her sister, and you see that.
Oh, it was fake. It was fake.
The back window didn't pan out with the first window, like what they were seeing. It's like, it's crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. It's so stupid,
right?
It's
the little things.
It's the little
things. It's the little things.
And and what else is crazy to me? WWF. I want to know what this kid was saying on TikTok, because I couldn't find his account for some reason. He was either spitting some real shit or getting them annoyed in other ways, in a sense, because they blocked him. Like, they specifically went to that kid's account, blocking him, and other people are praising the kid. Like, yo,
ooh, what did he say?
I don't know. I would like to find out. I just saw that before we went on air. That's why I was like, I want to know what he says for them to. Did he like?
Well, what do you think it would take? You've been watching wrestling your whole life. What warrants that kind of, What would make Vince do it? Like,
calling Vince out on
what does Vince not
shit?
want us to know?